You know, it is so interesting that all of this is really about what Gandhi said. How can you be the change? How do you still have a sense of humor when everything is falling apart? And how do you have stamina? For me, the one thing I have learned when you're dealing with children, you cannot give up hope, right? So my claim to fame, ladies and gentlemen, is from this gentleman. He said that if we have to have any change in education, if we have half a chance for peace, we have to start with our children. So we're here today to discuss about education and schools and the future. But I feel there is one flaw in this argument. You see, I have never believed that children are the future. That one day we are going to magically grow up and be, change makers. Because we've always believed that they are enough. That today, a child has all the ingredients to make the world a better place. And if we need a little bit of evidence, I am going to show you a little video. Kate, roll the children going crazy video. Because that's really what the magic is. Put full screen? Yeah, there we go. Just watch this. Injustice. We tell our children, your marks equals your success. We tell them that's what they are. They are just one grade. They are only markable. They are not remarkable. And then we wonder why our children are creative, empathetic, wonderful, collaborative citizens of the world. Right? And this is really how my story started. I did not want to change the world. Okay, I was a designer, I was having such a great time, but my whole world changed when I became a mother. And I would like to introduce you to my son. Yes? When my son was all of 6 years of age. Okay, he went to school one day and he came back with that dreaded red mark of a teacher right across his notebook. And while his crime, he had written an essay called The How. Not even very creative. Right? But the teacher thought that was not good enough. My son went to school that day saying, I can, and returned home telling me, Mama, I can't. And that's it. And that's all we can do to our children. We tell them that they are too young, they are not strong enough, they are not old enough, that one day they will turn out to be a change maker. And in that, delivering that promise for 16 years. Not one day, not 1 month, not 1 year. 16 years we tell our children, no. You have no choice. But you have to listen to what we have to tell. And that is how this is a moment. Okay. Yes, we can go on? Everything okay? Okay. But I have to tell you a very interesting thing. The day I started my school, the biggest earthquake that hit India hit on that day. 26th of Jan 2001. So this, nothing. If I can take an earthquake, this, nothing. So let us go on. Yeah, so this is what the current scenario in education is. Yeah, we still struggle with this, either or more. Either the one-size-fits-all, content-heavy, test-oriented, where everybody tells you no. Or we have these wonderful other schools which are very feel-good, social emotion, everybody singing songs and sleeping the whole time, where everybody's afraid to tell you no. So we call this the either or. But shouldn't the promise and the purpose of education be to ensure that all children graduate as citizen leaders? That all children graduate with content and character, passion and compassion, doing good and doing well. That was why we got into education, right? That is what all of you teachers and wonderful leaders and parents sitting here are saying, that's my promise. When I held my son in my arms, I remember not saying, oh, he'll become an engineer. I just wanted to give him a promise that you will be noticed. The world will wake up and listen to you, right? But to do this, hope is not your strategy. So in 2001, I set out to start the Riverside School. And it had just one mission. For the last 17 years, we have been on this quest to figure out how do we get every child to graduate with the I can mindset. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud to share with you the formula, the I can formula, 4 simple steps. Feel, imagine, do, and share. And in these 4 steps is the entire magic of what humanity is built on. It's about being humane. It's not just being human. The idea of education is no longer just to say, oh, you're human and you're fine. It is choices we make to become humane. And the feel is empathy. The first E of being humane. Imagine is ethics. Asking children to do what is right, not what is easy. Right? Do is excellence. The idea of quality work. Not just for the test, not just to pass any exams. It is for life that quality matters. The third E, excellence. And the 4th E, elevation, to share, to be abundant, not to hide your work, to say, oh my God, if they take it, I will not have any USP. The idea of sharing is what humanity needs, to be inspired. So these 4 E's, empathy, ethics, excellence, and elevation are the new DNA of what education should be. And that is what Riverside was built around. And we call it FIDS for kids. Feel, imagine, do, share, FIDS for kids. And I would like to show you that once children have this experience, they feel that I am not helpless, change is possible, and I can drive. And I'm going to show you 2 examples of this. The first one, Kate, are we ready? The short one? Yes. This is, I don't have your comment, let me just explain. Now this is a small little video of my youngest children at Riverside. These are 5-year-olds. And they realized that our school gardener was also a multi-purpose man. He was also doing plumbing and a little bit of carpentry. He was a maker, right there. Right? And they saw him running up and down because he had so many things to do, and he kept forgetting his tools. Right? So if he needed plumbing, he needed separate tools. If he needed gardening, he needed separate tools. So they realized that Sunil Bhai needed their design solution. So this is what happens at Riverside on a daily basis. Oh, yeah, go sound again. Basically, I would say, feel, imagine, do, share. First step is feel. TALENTECH. So essentially, of course, you will find that children are collaborative. Play is a very big part of it. There is problem solving, there is empathy, all the things that we want on a daily basis. Like Rick was saying, on a Monday what happens? Well, every day should be that Monday. right? It should be that fun day, it should be that play day, it should be a learning day. What happened? Everything is there. We worked with the first video. What happened to the second? Maybe they can just see the subtitles. No sound? Can you read subtitles? Yeah. Oh, but then there's lots of stuff happening. She's saying that that's my gardener. Okay, they're talking to him and saying, oh my God, you do so much hard work. We have to help you. We're going to get a design a solution for you. So then I'm saying, oh, we must imagine. And now they're collaborating. They're doing problem solving. Brainstorming, all of these big words. Young children, 5-year-olds. So they came up with 2 solutions. One was to make a jacket with lots of pockets so that you could put everything in. And the other was a belt with pockets. And so we said, okay, now we have to make them do it. So illustration, design thinking, collaboration, no music, no sound. Well, that's all. That's very coincidental. Sure.
Why we made this for him, how it was useful for him. He cannot resist time and his energy. He was feeling happy because now he didn't have to run all over the place to find a key. He just had to take it out from his pocket and give it to the what?
Yeah.
We have 4 simple steps.
Yeah.
Feed, do, and share. Just start by first feeding. What are you trying to solve?
The problem was that Sunil and I, he likes to do a lot of work, but then he had to run back and forth. Sunil and I had to go everywhere.
Then we say, what do we do after we understand? We imagine a preferred scenario. There is the imagine.
We hear each other's ideas so that we can come up with better solutions. First of all, like Earth had got the idea that we can make a bell. We are making a jacket. We thought we will make lots of pockets.
And then you go out and do the action.
We illustrated first how the bell will look. We first cut the half sleeve. We stitched, then we cut. Then we stick only on 3 sides and so it became a pocket.
And then you share it. I think one of the key things that we learned is we're not sharing. We're just not sharing enough in education.
We talked about this in that why we made this for him, how it will be useful for him. He cannot resist time and his energy. He was feeling happy because now he didn't have to run all over the place to find a key. He just had to take it out from his pocket and give it to the person who wants it.
By following these 4 steps, we have found that children believe that they can not just navigate but shape the world. To have our children have creative confidence is probably the greatest gift you can give them. Well, they are the 2 most powerful words in the English language. I can.
Yes. So these are my youngest, right? And I wish you another Monday, Rick, or in my campus. These are my oldest kids. When they were learning about business studies, the whole point of education is not to make them good in school. Oh, that's really not worth our time. The idea is to blur the boundaries between school and life and to get them to understand that it matters, that they have a real audience, that they can fashion products that are of use in the real world. So these are my oldest children who have took the challenge to design a completely new flavor for the biggest ice ice cream manufacturer in Ahmedabad, in the city. So not only did they do innovation, they created the product, and then finally it was so successful that the ice cream manufacturer made it part of their permanent product line. But what is really interesting is that each of the children do social initiatives. And the money they earned went towards doing a lot more healing. So I'd like to share with you this example. Lian, don't move, just stand there.
When we have proposed this business challenge, where we have to design a crystal special ice cream for HAP, which is a blue ice cream brand in Gujarat, and we were first given time week to prepare a presentation that included flavor of the ice cream, the way you would profit the ice cream, as well as the price of the ice cream. And we all were excited for this, as well as we were a bit nervous because we didn't know if we could achieve so much in such less time. We had to study the current ice cream market in India as well as Gujarat, so that we get a basic idea of what Amor's competitors and how the market is behaving.
How perfect. Tempting. What that makes you do?
So they created an entire new ice cream, a cone, reverse cone, like a Christmas tree. And they presented it to the managing director.
That speaks a lot. I mean, concept sharing is easy, but to bring out the actual solution, that's very impressive.
Excellent presentation, well balanced, because you included the cost and everything.
No, it was really good. Like, frankly, I am not a marketing people, but I feel not much about that.
Then they have to market it in the parlors. Not just finishing there, they have to market it.
People are just loving it, and so am I.
The best part of it was they started off as a challenge, and then eventually it was selected as their permanent product. And they offered us different reviews from each stuff. We can use for any social cause of our choice.
The jingle is also theirs. They came on radio, and then they had these hoardings all over the city. Right? So, of course, we had parents who said, okay, all that is very good. What about the marks? How will they get to college? Right? Well, I'm very happy to tell you for the last 14 years, because children are doing good, they are doing really well. Right? So their academic scores far outperform the top 10 schools in India in the math, science, and English. So the one thing, of course, they're learning is very simply this. You cannot change somebody's life without it changing your own. So once we knew the formula was working, we realized it was time to take it out. So in 2009, we launched Design for Change. Right? And this time the challenge was posed to children everywhere in the world. We told children, use fits. Yes. We gave children a simple challenge. We say, take one idea, choose 1 week, and change 1 billion lives. Right? That was the kind of challenge we gave to children. And the response was amazing. Till now, that is over 9 years, we've had 2 million children from over 50,000 schools in over 60 countries say, I can. And they are using Feel, Imagine, Do, Share to actually design solutions for some of their greatest challenges. Right from reducing the weight of school bags, to caring for the elderly, from stopping child marriages and preserving tribal culture. They were changing the bad and making good with the power of their ideas today, not in the future. Right? Today they're doing this. So, to illustrate how the I can mindset is every child's life, I want to show you what's happening right here in Taiwan. So since 2010, DFC Taiwan has been able to reach more than 4,000 children, impacted over 500 schools, and we have received 800 inspiring stories of change. I'm going to share with you two. One right from here, from Taiwan, where these young superheroes took a very complicated traffic problem situation outside their school and offered a very elegant, simple solution. But what was really more exciting is everybody they had to work with. They worked with the school principal, the administration, parents, citizens, and even the police. You will find that the situation gets a little tough, but our superheroes, they are really tougher. This is their story. Dosan? They came on TV as well. Yes? Should you like to? Okay. I was just telling Kate that I had you still need to get the sun. Ready?
邀請你行程呢是用客嘅時間，你後面靠嘅就空中時段就走，你中國企業會做使用方法上，不管是累積或者問題哦。在上學時間，我們發現平均每6秒就有一台車進入長頸路，當中每2台就有一台是送學生上學的家長。
我们觉得应该以安全为优先，再求便利。如果我们可以找到更安全的方法，这个状况一定会有所改善。
为了了解问题的原因，我们到路口去。
See, empathy, observe the human patterns.
车辆违规回转等交通问题。根据分证的结果，我们提出广义讨论解决方案。
This has come to us from a little village school in India where there are absolutely no resources. So unlike all the other solutions which are tech heavy, which have computers, etc., all designed for change needs is your heart. Right? It's you. You are a living curriculum. You need no resources to be able to tell a child you can. And that's the thing we don't do often enough. We say, no, if we have robotics, we'll do it. If we have a smartphone, we'll do it. If we have computers, we'll do it.
We're telling the world that you are who you've been waiting for. It's you. You're a living curriculum to tell a child, yes, you can, and I am listening to you. The greatest respect to tell a child is your problem is important. Your issue, I respect, right? So this is a story from India where one of the children could not come to school because he had polio, right? And this is the most amazing, empathetic story, and you will watch what the children do. Please play. So these are schools in India, right? The public schools sometimes do that. That's my community. So the teacher said, what do you want to solve? So he says disabled children or deforestation. So they decided to look at Kamlesh's story. He said, we must bring your Kamlesh to school. How do we bring him? Let's put him on a cycle and bring him. So they created a simple system where they would go every single day to pick up Kamlesh and bring him to school. So watch. Now these are children who get 1 meal a day. Not like our children who get 3 meals, packet food and everything. I would challenge any of our children to lift a child every single day. So when he has to go to the washroom or eat food, he takes that to his. Ladies and gentlemen, these are superheroes, right? During lunch, we sit with him and we wash his dishes. And that's the food they get. There's always one friend who stays with him in the end. Teacher. I didn't know much it was inspiring. What a great idea. His grandpa. The more love you give, the more a child will grow and give love back. So super. Storytellers. No longer is Batman, Superman, and Spider-Man the heroes. We are telling out the world that look at our children. We have 11-year-old Ganesh from India who's getting his parents to send them to school. 9-year-old Anita from Bhutan who made a fence around the school so the children will not fall down the hill. We have 13-year-old Juan from Colombia that is helping preserve tribal culture. This is what the world needs today. Children are inspired and ready to be the change. I would like to leave it just with one thought. We have to graduate a generation of change makers and get every child to believe they can. It will not happen by chance. It will only happen by design. So I will end with just the global pro. DFC Global Pro.
Unfortunately, most ministers of education today are so consumed with science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and having higher test scores, that they forget that at the end of the day, if we don't have people of good character, people who do the right thing, intellect itself will destroy the world. It will not save it. So here's the design for change.
So full circle. Okay, so I would like to now invite my DFC Taiwan partner on the stage. We've got some exciting plans for Taiwan in the next couple of months. So Kate, over to you.
Hello， 大家，就是非常感谢 Kiran 他今天早上决定就是帮我们在 promote 一下，换完下一照哦，今天真的是好 OK。今天DFC 台湾呢，就是如果你对于听完 DFC 之后觉得很想要多了解一下的话 ，DFC 我们今年呢有2场大对手分享会哦，那有一场桃园场已经结束了。接下来呢，在8月18号的时候，在嘉义有6个小时的工作坊。如果您有兴趣的话，欢迎邀请您一起来参加，多了解 DFC 的精神。然后我们也邀请了历届 DFC 的非常具有实战经验的老师，他跟你分享他是怎么样子在班上运行 DFC 的。好，然后接下来另外一个非常非常兴奋的事情就是，我们 DFC 在全世界目前有60个国家。那每一年我们都会选择一个国家在聚会，然后办一个全球年会。那我要请问一下大家，我们之前呢在墨西哥、在西班牙，那你觉得今年的全球年会在哪里呢？
台湾。
如果我问这个问题，就代表，对嘛，在台湾。好，好，帮我按下一次。好，所以今年呢，12月1号到12月2号的时候，活动呢将会在台北和平实销。那我们邀请大家，就像刚刚 Kiran Bir Sethi 校长说的，再帮我下一场，不好意思。我们这一次的大师论坛，我们邀请了4位重量级的大师哦，包含 Kiran Bir Sethi 校长，他会是我们的论坛的主持人。那我们邀请了Ideal， 就是一个设计的design firm 的一个发起人，那他本身是在做这个设计思考跟教育之间连接的这个人叫 Sandy Spiker， 以及aProCh 就是我们刚刚说的3个傻瓜跟来自星星的傻瓜这2部电影的编剧。再来，我们邀请到台湾的代表是台湾天熊的保育专家黄维秀老师。那这4位呢，到时候会在我们第1天的活动的大师论坛。再帮我下一张，谢谢。那在这个活动现场呢，会有跟以往活动不太一样的地方是，在现场呢，我们会看到的包含事前的筹备，以及活动当天的主持人，还有活动的志工等等，全部都是孩子。因为呢，我们相信由孩子最了解孩子自己哦，所以这个礼拜5 ，Kiran 校长也会跟所有筹备的孩子见面，然后我们非常的期待，我们可以一起创造出怎么样子的全球年会。好，那我们再下一张。那这一张呢，是影片，所以我要再冲过去放一下，等一下。 片呢，大家在网络上可以看得到，它是在讲就是全世界国际年会的大概的情形。那我们诚挚的邀约大家12月1号跟2号的时候来到 DFC 的全球年会的现场。那接下来还有就是时间，大家有要问校长问题的话，也可以再跟我们说，还是现在要继续往下？他是。校长他的演讲如果没有正常的状况的话是30分钟，所以他有准备 Q&A 的时间，所以如果有任何的人要问问题的话，可以问他吗？就是如果没有特别的话，我们就往下。大家有问题吗？对，因为他本来准备40分钟的时间，他就准备30分钟，他就是想要有一个 Q&A， 因为等一下没有 Q&A 的时间。对。
所以说，就是大家如果有任何问题的，或者是你对于刚刚的这个事情有什么样的建议或想法，都可以提出。
如果没有的话，我们就邀请。
好，谢谢。那我们也非常感谢新闻 ，and thanks Kiran for her wonderful speech.